At 27, Ethan felt like a failure. Not because he lost something, but because everyone else seemed to be winning. His Instagram feed looked like a highlight reel of success. Promotions, engagement rings, new houses in the suburbs, startup launches. And then there was him, late for work. Again, 6:45 a.m. The bus doors shut in front of him. The driver didn't even look back. The bus pulled away, and Ethan just stood there because it didn't feel like he missed the bus. It felt like he missed his life. He stopped chasing it. He didn't run. He didn't wave. He just watched it disappear down the street. Cold Ohio air bit his face. For the first time in months, there were no headphones in his ears, no music, no podcasts about 10 ways to be more successful before 30. Just silence. And in that silence, the truth got loud. I'm behind. That sentence had been living in his head for 2 years. Behind financially, behind socially, behind professionally, behind. He started walking. Every step felt heavier than it should. Halfway to work, he pulled out his phone, opened social media, scrolled, and there it was again. Another friend celebrating something. He locked his screen, put the phone back in his pocket, and whispered to himself, when did life become a competition? He didn't have an answer. At work, he sat in his gray cubicle, staring at his computer screen. Emails kept coming in, deadlines, reminders, noise, but his mind was somewhere else. He remembered who he used to be at 19. Ambitious, curious, confident. What happened to that guy? Somewhere between comparison and comfort, he disappeared. That night, something small changed. Instead of scrolling until 1 a.m., he sat at his kitchen table. No TV, no background noise, just him, and a blank notebook. He wrote one question. If nobody was watching, what would I choose? He stared at it. Because that question removes pressure. No judgment, no applause, no expectations, just truth. 15 minutes later, one word appeared. Teach. He almost laughed. Teaching didn't look powerful. It didn't look rich. It didn't look impressive at reunions, but it felt honest, and honesty felt unfamiliar. The next weekend, he recorded a simple video, explaining a topic he once struggled with. No professional camera, just his phone balanced on books. He uploaded it, 12 views, a small comment, this isn't very good. His chest tightened. That old voice came back. You're behind. He hovered over the delete button, fingers shaking slightly. This is the moment most dreams die, not in failure, but in embarrassment. He closed the app instead. Weeks passed. Views stayed low. Friends stopped asking about it. Doubt got louder at night. One evening, exhausted, he asked himself, what if I'm not behind? The question felt ridiculous, but he kept going. What if I'm just early in my own story? That thought changed everything, because being behind feels hopeless. But being early? That means there's still time. 2 months later, 2:13 a.m. He refreshed his analytics page out of habit. 10,248 views. His heart started pounding. He scrolled to the comments. One message stood out. I've been struggling with this for months. You explained it in 10 minutes. Thank you. Ethan leaned back, not smiling, not celebrating, just breathing. For the first time in years, he didn't feel behind. He felt useful, and usefulness is more powerful than applause. A year later, Ethan wasn't famous. He didn't own a mansion. He didn't have millions of followers. But he had something better: alignment. He transitioned into part-time teaching, built a growing online community, woke up with energy instead of anxiety. And here's the truth: that changed his life. If he had caught that bus, he would have never slowed down, never questioned himself, never rediscovered who he was. Missing the bus didn't delay him, it redirected him. We live in a culture obsessed with speed. 30 under 30. Millionaire by 25. Retire early. But nobody talks about starting again at 27, finding purpose at 32, rebuilding at 40. Life isn't late. Life is layered. And comparison compresses timelines that were never meant to match. If you feel behind right now, if everyone around you looks ahead, pause. Ask yourself, am I actually behind? Or just early in becoming who I'm meant to be? Because the truth is, you don't miss your life. You grow into it. You're not behind, you're just early. And early means you still have time.